Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Looking to throw. It's Kromenhoek. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
And now the handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Davis. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
That sack makes it third down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Trying to find room. It's Davis. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Kromenhoek. Throws it to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass, finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher.
Going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Short return tackle made at the 27, and crucial takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking downfield, it's Davis. Defense is coming after him. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the running back takes the handoff. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Noles trying to cash in here in the red zone. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks this one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll run it here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. Important second down play coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to pass. It's Davis. Throws to the tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Been a decent game there before the defense brings him down. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The game makes it second and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Complete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got his man open downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. Dropping back. It's Davis. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Under pressure, hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Seminoles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knowles. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
This one will be fair caught. Offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Comes up with the catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Under heavy pressure, hit as he throws it. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
One more play here before halftime. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. The pocket breaking down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. The Wolverines line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking to the end zone, and he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Davis. Launching one to the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. And he'll set up to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to field it. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. first play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. The gain makes it second and medium. They'll run it out of the shotgun, and they'll stop him after a short gain. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. The tight end has got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. To the air, it's Kromenhoek. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And the defense wraps him up. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. First down. Looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Lyons.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw. It's Davis. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Off the RPO, clock to the right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
There's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it to the right side. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Keeping it on the ground here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first attempt. This one just a chip shot from 20 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to the lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense is back on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, try to get some consolation points here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Stewart. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Davis. Hit as he released it. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff. It's Davis. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
This offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Davis. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Continues to fight for yards. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoffs.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation